Hello, my beautiful people. So earlier today, I saw the Grinch musical. Oh god, that was a mess. So a little context first. This is the fourth adaptation of the Grinch. The fourth. There was the 1966 animated TV special, the 2000 live action movie directed by Ron Howard. Oh, I forgot to mention the director for the animated one. Directed by Chuck Jones. There was the 2018 animated movie by Illumination Entertainment. You know, the Minions people. And there is this movie, or special, whatever, which is an adaptation of the Broadway musical from the mid-90s. Now, full honesty, I have not seen any live performance or pre-recorded performance of the actual musical itself. So I have this special to judge it completely, really. But this is part of a big trend that NBC has been doing a lot lately, and some other networks have started to do as well, mainly Fox. Although ABC is kind of doing it as well, kind of, but not really. I don't know, it's confusing. For the last few years, networks have been really obsessed with the musical live shows. I believe it all started with The Sound of Music Live on NBC, which I have not seen that particular version of The Sound of Music, but I heard it so. And a lot of the other live musicals aren't really that good either. I specifically am aware of the Peter Pan one with Christopher Walken forgetting all of his lines. Like, I haven't seen a lot of these, but I do know that there is a scene in the Peter Pan Live where Wendy sings an emotional song, and Christopher Walken just does not know his lines at all. Christopher Walken, Peter Pan, not Captain Hook, and he just really dead air with mumbles and coughs, being like, Peter Pan lost his mother. Oh god. And yeah. But I hear there are some decent ones, like I hear that Rent Live was pretty good. Jesus Christ Superstar Live I heard was good. I don't know if I heard anything good about The Wiz Live, but I don't think I've heard anything bad about it. But, you know. And going into Fox territory, I also heard that Grease Live was pretty good as well, but I also heard that there were some bad ones as well, like Rocky Horror Picture Show, Let's Do the Time Warp Again. I've seen that. That's the only one of any of these that I've seen. And yeah, it sucked. Especially coming from a Rocky Horror Picture Show fan myself. Yeah. Just watch the movie. Just watch the 1975 movie. It's on Hulu right now. Go watch it if you have not seen it already. And also A Christmas Story Live. I really enjoy A Christmas Story, but from what I've heard from this live show, oh god, what people still put into this category, which barely really counts at all, is The Little Mermaid Live. Now, when I initially saw ads for this, I initially thought that it was just going to be like a live performance of the musical. And I've seen the Little Mermaid musical, and it's actually pretty good. But no, it's actually just they played the movie and live actors perform the songs. Yeah. But anyway, I got way off topic, so I guess it's time we focus on the latest installment of this trend, the Grinch musical. Not even the Grinch live, just the Grinch musical. That's the title. I initially thought that this special was going to suck from the get-go. One, because it's one of those musical specials. Second reason, because it's a Dr. Seuss adaptation, people. The exception of like television stuff, when has the Dr. Seuss adaptation really been that good? Specifically in like movies and stuff. I can only think of one other example, and that's the 2008 Horton Hears a Who movie that I actually thought was pretty good. But yeah, I also really enjoyed the live action Grinch, so I guess you could say that those are exceptions. But what really got to me is that after The Cat in the Hat became a bomb, basically Dr. Seuss's widow basically forbid there to be any other live action adaptations. Well, 17 years later comes The Grinch musical, a live action adaptation. Now, technically, it probably wouldn't count because, it's a music based on the musical, not really based on the book. So, but it is still technically a live action Dr. Seuss adaptation. So, shut up. They broke the rules from Ted's Widow, and what, I don't know why they would do that, and I don't know why no one's talking about this. And also, I guess the reason because, well, she's dead, so we can break her rules, which that is just horrible if that's the case. I don't like that. That is stupid.
Very stupid.
Enough is enough. Now that I finally got all the introductions out of the way, what is this special actually about? Well, it's the story of the Grinch. If you read the book or seen any other adaptation, you know this story by far. Like, the Grinch hates Christmas, and he tries to steal everything that he thinks makes Christmas so special for people, only to realize that Christmas doesn't come from a store.
Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Mathew Morrison as the Grinch. Now, to be honest, most people know Mathew Morrison for Glee. I've never watched Glee. I don't plan to watch Glee. I don't know if I'm really interested in Glee because I don't know if it's really a good show to watch. I don't know, really. I don't know, but some people online say it's good, but other people out there hear it sucks. I don't know. I don't know. I guess really the only way to really know is to watch it for yourself. I feel like I'll enjoy it because it has a bunch of musical stuff, but stuff that Dan Harmon keeps putting out in Community is that, like, why don't they just write their own songs? But I'm just going to judge Mathew Morrison's performance at the Grinch as any other performance. He's fine, I guess. I still think that Boris Karloff is the best Grinch, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Jim Carrey's performance in the live-action movie just as much as anyone else does, but I think that Boris Karloff brings a nice, suave, sophisticated, devilish delight that I think is very appropriate for the Grinch. Benedict Cumberbatch was just meh. So if I was to rate the Grinch performances, I put Mathew Morrison right in between Jim Carrey and Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, Boris Karloff is still on the top. I like Boris Karloff, if you can't tell from this. But that's not what you guys are really interested in terms of the Grinch character. You're interested in the costume. Oh god, that costume. It is not a good costume. No. If you thought that Cats looked bad, it still does, but this is pretty disgusting too. Like, it doesn't even look like the Grinch, really. It looks like someone tried to make a homemade DIY cosplay of the Grinch. Badly. But basically what I'm trying to say is that this does not look like it should have come out of an official Dr. Seuss product. Like, Mike Myers in The Cat in the Hat looked better than this. Yeah, I said it. I mean, compare that to the Grinch in the live action movie. I mean, just look at this. Look at it. This looks freaking amazing. And Jim Carrey was very wild and animated with the character under all that makeup. And he needed a freaking Navy SEAL so that Carrey could get through the day after sitting in the makeup chair for hours and hours on end. I'm not making this up. This is a real thing that happened during the production of that movie. And it probably looks like it took... took Morrison like an hour tops in the makeup chair for this. Why does the Grinch wear shoes? He wears shoes. Last I checked, Grinch doesn't wear shoes. He only wears shoes when he's Santa. He only wears shoes when he's Santa. Grinch doesn't wear a scarf and a vest. The Grinch is naked. Grinch is butt naked. Butt naked. The frick am I doing? Oh, and can we talk about Max, the dog? Yes, Max the dog. Oh god, what did they do with Max? I never thought I'd had to talk about Max the dog in such a detail, but yeah, so this is not really anything against the special, because apparently they did this in the actual musical itself. Max is the narrator. What? Why the dog? Why make the dog the narrator? Are you high? Are you high on some hardcore substances? But it's not just Max. It's older Max. An older Max from after the Grinch became good. The younger Max talks too, and he is annoying. I do not like the actor who played Max in this. I'm sure he's a fine guy, but by God, I thought he was annoying in this. Here's what it's weird for your narrator to just be a random side character. Like, not even like a main character, like an older version of a main character recounting what happened. Like in Christmas, like in A Christmas Story. Like, just Max the dog being the narrator? Like, why? Here's what they should have done with the narrator. They should have had it either be some Who, just the Who, some random Who, or the Cat in the Hat. I mean, I think having the Cat in the Hat as the narrator probably would have been a good idea. And I think they were going to have the Cat in the Hat as the narrator, because you throughout the special you see narrator Max playing around with these two weird little Who's who seem to act nearly identical to Thing 1 and Thing 2. And I'm just wondering, like, was this supposed to be the Cat in the Hat? Like, you could replace Max with the Cat in the Hat and those two Who's with Thing 1 and Thing 2, and it would be better. Like, you could lose some joke ideas, but it would make a lot more sense. And before you do away, oh, the Cat in the Hat wasn't in the book, so it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, well, Max didn't talk in the book, so shut up. And yeah. So, I've been going on for like 15 minutes or whatever on stuff I don't like about the special. What do I do like about the special? Well, I like the set. I think the set looked pretty dang good. Makes it actually look like the pages from the book. In result, there's not a lot of color, but the colors that you will definitely see a lot are blue and white. Not necessarily Christmas colors. Well, with the exception of white, kind of, because, snow and Santa beard. Nah. But, it definitely looks nice. Looks like a Dr. Seuss book come to life, and yeah, I think it looks pretty good. The set. And some of the singing and dancing, I think it's actually very well done. They definitely did get some talented singers and dancers for this production. Although with the exception of the guy who played the narrator, Max, he's a little iffy on his singing. Not the best. And of course, you're probably wondering, what dumb side plot with the Who's did they add this time around? Not really. It's not really much of a plot. It's kind of resembles Cindy Lou Who's plot from the live action movie, but again, not really. But it's mainly just this family of Who's just preparing for Christmas. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's a bit where Cindy Lou Who tries to understand why the Grinch is so hated, and he tries to she tries to befriend the Grinch. Like, her and her siblings make a sign called Merry Christmas Friend or something like that, but the R falls up and it says Merry Christmas Fiend, and the Grinch sees that and he's like, the Who's hate me! So, which I thought he hated the Who's to begin with, because he was a grump. So why would the Grinch be infuriated by that fact that the Who's hate him? So what about the songs? What are the songs like? I barely remember most of these songs. Most of the songs that don't come from the original animated special, I forgot about them. I do remember the opening song, mainly because they repeated a lot. Who's Like Christmas? They also played this during the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Which, yeah. Where we got our first look at the Grinch costume. My head hurts. My head doesn't actually hurt. I'm just saying that. Oh god. I've been recording for like 20 minutes now on this freaking special. So yeah, most of the songs are forgettable in my opinion, and they added in the song from the live action movie, Where Are You Christmas? Initially I thought, oh, so that came from the musical? But no, I looked it up. The song was made for the movie. They just decided to add it in there because it's a famous song. And also they do the same thing that some of the other versions have been doing. Like, oh, the Who's notice that all their presents are gone and they have to learn about the true spirit of Christmas. Kinda, yeah. I kind of like it on how the Who, like in the original book and TV special, where the Who's don't notice that their presents are gone. They just are so excited that it's Christmas and they know the true spirit of the holiday. I just think that the ending from the book and the special is beautiful. Specifically from the original anime special because of the beautiful song and the music. So, and speaking of the song, Where Are You Christmas? They add that. If they could add that, Why can't they add the Cat in the Hat as the narrator instead of frickin' Max? Why Max? So, overall, what do I think about this? It sucks. It seems that every single Grinch adaptation keeps on getting worse and worse as time goes on. I really enjoy the first two. The original animated special is a classic. The Jim Carrey, Ron Howard movie, despite its flaws, I still love it and I watch it every single year. The Illumination one with Benedict Cumberbatch, I did not like that. I saw it in the theaters. I believe it was opening day, but I can't really remember. Did not like that one bit. I actually kind of forgot about most of the stuff that happened. But then again, I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters. And this musical adaptation, it's bad. My opinion, to stick with these two, forget the other two. I'm done. And basically, if they try to adapt the Grinch again in a few years, then come on, dude. We have 4 Grinch adaptations now. 4 of them. Then again, we also have like 30 plus Christmas carols, so I guess it's not that big a deal, but the Christmas Carol, I could see there being a lot of different versions of, because you could do a lot with the source material, but the Grinch, there's only so much you can do. It's only so much. What's left? What left can you do? Are we gonna have a 5th Grinch in like a decade or so? I'm Grinched out, man. I'm Grinched out. Why the Grinch out of all the other Dr. Seuss properties, with the exception of the Cat in the Hat? Why the Grinch? Is it because Christmas? It's because Christmas, isn't it? Oh, God. Anyway, that's all for this video. What did you guys think of the musical? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry that I've been slacking this week, or this month in general. I'm gonna try my best to get back on track in the coming weeks. I'm sorry. Very sorry, actually. Anyway, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. And Hanukkah's going on, so hope you guys are having a happy Hanukkah for all my Jewish viewers out there. And just a happy holidays to everyone. And hope you yeah. Just a happy holidays to everyone. Be safe out there. I'll see you later. Bye.